If you have lived your life half-heartedly until now, if you have never truly focused, then you can make a resolution today. Today is the moment you decide you will be different from the past. In life, there are moments when the sky looks yellow, your mind goes blank, and everything before your eyes turns dark. When you fail the exam you had high hopes for, when something unexpected happens to you, or when something you trusted and relied on disappears, it can be incredibly tough. When I was young, I was poor. I didn't want to pass that poverty down, so I believed I had to be extremely successful. To achieve that, I poured everything I had into becoming a madman for my goal. If you also think you have an average intellect and are not naturally superior to others, can you pass the exam you are aiming for? Can you do better than your competitors? But the solution is simple. If you have an average intellect and nothing that makes you stand out, you must study more than others in the given time and focus more than anyone else. To achieve the most important thing, you must be willing to let go of the second, third, and fourth most important things. But you're not truly giving them up. Think of it as putting them in savings. Once you succeed, you can enjoy them all. Do you want to travel, have fun, watch movies, or be in a relationship? Save all of that for later and achieve your goal first. I'm enjoying those things now. I personally believe in the wisdom of bamboo. Do you know what that is? Bamboo grows incredibly tall. The reason it can grow so high is that it grows a little, then creates a joint, grows again and makes another joint. It also doesn't grow many branches. Instead, it concentrates all its energy on growing upward. This, I believe, is a lesson for us as well. Being mad means focusing solely on achieving your most important goal, even if it means giving up the second and third most important things. That is the wisdom of bamboo. If you meet up with all your friends, sleep as much as you want, and do everything else, when will you have time to succeed? Filial piety is the same. You want to be filial to your parents, but right now, you're old enough that you still have to take money from them to study. Doesn't that hurt your pride? Do you think giving your parents carnations on Parents' Day is true filial piety? It's not. Filial piety changes depending on the situation. Now I call my mother every day, but when I was struggling, not calling her was my way of being filial. You see, at one point I lost everything. I had started as an instructor, then ventured into publishing and running an academy. But I ended up losing all my wealth and accumulating $174,000 in debt. A personal debt of $174,000 is no small amount. I lived nearly 10 years with a bad credit record, moving from one rental place to another. When I fell, people around me spread all sorts of negative stories. During that time, I lost everything, even my car. Whenever I called my mother, she would cry. She would say, "Son, please don't think of doing anything foolish. No matter how hard it is, this is still part of your precious life. Please don't have extreme thoughts, okay?" And then she would apologize, saying, "If only you had better parents, you wouldn't have to suffer like this. I'm sorry we have nothing to give you." She would cry every time. That's why during that period not calling her was my way of being filial. And it wasn't just for a few days, it lasted nearly 10 years. Then I came back and became obsessed with lecturing again. As I said before, my desperation drove me. At first I was desperate not to pass down poverty. Then, after accumulating so much debt, I realized that if I died like that, my children would be known as the children of a failed father. Because of that desperation, I returned, poured everything I had into lecturing and went all in. Every bit of energy, time, and passion I had was dedicated to my lectures and writing materials. My only goal was to help students pass as quickly as possible and ensure their success. That's why I demand a lot from my students. How could I, as a lecturer who is working like a madman, tolerate a student who studies half-heartedly for an exam that will determine their entire future? I expect something from you. I demand something from you. I want you to be different after meeting me. If you have lived your life half-heartedly until now, if you have never truly focused, then you must make a resolution today. The moment you decide, the past you and the present you become different. I want to pass on this passion to you. Success, energy, passion, it all comes down to one thing: go all in. Going all in is a lonely journey. Why can't I do the other things, you may ask? But if you truly want success, you must dedicate all your energy, time, and passion to that one punch. If you do, you will surpass your competitors and find your name on the list of successful candidates. Just like bamboo grows tall, If you apply this principle, you will defeat your competition and find your name on the list of those who passed. This has been a short speech, but I believe our meeting today is fate. Now you must inspire yourself. Ask yourself, have I ever studied this hard before? Have I ever been this focused? At night, when you lie down to sleep, ask yourself, among all my competitors, was I the one who worked the hardest today? Was I the most focused? If you can answer yes, yes, yes every night until your exam day, then you will surely find your name on the list of successful candidates. You will see yourself in the place of success you have always envisioned. It's simple, go mad, focus everything.